So this army can begin to move down the coast. So can this army. We've got this army attacking Campus Lezegas. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Scythians seem to be moving over to the right side here of Vicus Venede, but I'm really scared that they're going to end up coming around. Fortunately, I have a watchtower here, so I can see if that does happen. And if it does, I'll have to send back the reinforcements from that city. Over here, we've got more peasants. In Londinium, we have a ton of peasants, which I've been making to keep the public order. But the chosen swordsmen and the head hurlers, and once these British light turrets are finished, they will be an army to take out some of these generals who are just waiting in Londinium, who have been coming of age over the ages. We can now also think about getting this army over at Arretium to the navy, and then that navy can sail across to Spain to help defend against the Scipii who are sniffing on my shores. We've also got the siege of the Gallic capital in Spain as well. I've never got why the Gauls had a settlement there. Seems a bit of a strange place to have one. And what might be worth doing is if I build some peasants in Mediolanium, I can then get out these head hurlers and chosen swordsmen which have morale, which would be really useful for making a decent army. I'm also going to build some extra peasants in these cities as well to help with public order. But we've got this army to reinforce now. He's going to stand right next to the settlement. Looks like this army might attack me next turn though. Then that'll be interesting for sure. Right, let's think about ending this turn now, because I think everything is more or less done. Oh, we can get rid of this blockade. Let's do that. And we can go around sinking all of the Brutii ships. Get out of my seas. These large boats are actually getting quite veteran. Okay, let's leave it at that. And click end turn. Haven't been attacked. Suitable husband, he's 36 and he has no traits yet. No thanks. End of turn report, we got a lot of money. Alesia grows, that's cool. Another one, town expands, condate Redonum. We are no longer the strongest faction, that goes over to the House of Scipii, which tells me that they have bigger armies than I do, which is very scary. That's a scary thought indeed. Because if you think, I've got quite a few large armies, and if they have larger armies, well, yeah. Hopefully though they don't have as many settlements. I currently control 36, so I need 14 more till I win the campaign. Anything here that leads on to another thing to be built? Tria, we can probably, yeah, there we go. Add to the rest of the queue. Recruitment report. Londinium's finally finished. It's chariots, so let's get them. And we're going to leave this guy with the decent management in there and take out the other two generals. And we'll build them some boats this turn as well. Some large boats. And we mustn't forget that we have this navy here. I'm actually going to send that round to replenish itself in the port at Scalabis. I'm going to continue to siege Numantia. I'm not actually going to attack it this turn. We're going to continue to siege the large city of Croton. This is actually going quite well because it's only one turn until surrender, so next turn they'll have to attack me if at all. Looks like my diplomat's going to get over here. Go say hello to the Macedons. An alliance? Nope, they don't want an alliance, but we know the Macedonians are still alive. Probably not for much longer by the looks of this Brutii army. Depends if they're at war or not. The Greek city-states seem to be okay. We've basically explored all of these settlements, and we now have these two big armies which can again move down towards this settlement of Salona. These can actually pick up some mercenaries. I'm going to put it in the second army because they don't have as many units. There's a rebel army popped out near Pavatium, or Patavium, which I can take care of with the chosen swordsmen and the head hurlers. Get this army onto the boats now. That can begin to sail over to Spain. See, we want to go down towards Carthagenova. Let's go around the coast, just in case I want to drop them off somewhere along the way. That's fine. We've got another diplomat here. He's going to go stand by this Britannia settlement. He'll give me information of how many they have in there. I'm so tempted to just attack this settlement, but there's no point because with them having a full stack in there pretty much, I'm just going to end up getting killed on the streets because my numbers stand for nothing inside a settlement. I have to force them to attack me. We only have 2 turns until surrender on that settlement anyway. Right, I think that is about it. We can possibly use this navy. Yeah, let's go attack the Britannia ships. And we can kill the rebel navy just so it doesn't annoy us. Then I'm going to send round the boats to Capua to get resupplied. Scipio still hanging around. How many turns until that? That's 5 turns until surrender. Might be worth actually. With this army, if the Scipio don't attack me straight away in Spain, it looks like they've actually left. I'm going to pick up Sardinia from the rebels, who were the Julii, who disbanded because they ran out of generals. But that's it for this turn, so let's move on to the next one. They've been forced to attack me. We have 2,068 men, plus the 1,396 of my reinforcements, against their 222, which come out of the settlement, the 1,843, which is quite heavy units. We got 4, 5 Principe, 6 Principe units, 3 Ornagers. That's going to be a pain in the ass. And then we've got this army here, which is Hastati mostly, and Velites. It's going to be a pretty difficult battle, but a nice one to start off with. So let's fight it on the battle map.
The feeble enemy have more men.
Well, we're going to have to pause this and drop the siege weapons because they're right behind us. So, wow, that actually sucks really bad. How did they get behind us? How does that even work? That army was like to the right, to the front, like where that other army is. I think it put the reinforcements behind me because they couldn't put them anywhere else. But that really sucks. Okay. Well, once they drop all this siege equipment, okay, now I can pause it again. We can get our men to turn around and face them. But that really sucks. They have such a good position on us. Wow. Okay, well, I've got an idea. We've got some epic generals to waste. So what I can do is if I quickly get this general, actually, let's do it with the other general because he's on the right. We get this general and these 2 heavy chariot units to group up here. Then we can get this general and the light chariots to go on the left. Then we can get the main general to hide behind the siege towers and so on, but not get too close. Otherwise he's going to end up getting attacked in the back. We need to turn around all of these warband as quickly as possible. So let's make a nice line with them. We're going to have to run them all because otherwise I won't get there in time. Got all these chosen swordsmen. They can sort of be a backup line behind that. Got a couple of swordsman units, they can help out on one of the flanks. And need to get all these guys to run. We've got some horses. They can actually stay over on the right with the heavy chariots. And then we've got to think about the slingers and head hurlers. They can sit in front of this army and hopefully get a few shots off before the battle starts. So we're going to run all of our army into these positions because it's pretty vital that we get there before the enemy arrives, otherwise shit's going to go down. Go on, run, men. You're going to have to hurry up. Because their army is marching down this hill towards me, I think. Oh, don't tell me that they haven't come in yet. They're just going to wait there. What? It's really confusing. One of my units aren't doing anything. What? Move! My men are just like standing there. Oh shit. Get off the siege equipment, man. Oh, they're all being a bit slow today, aren't they? What the fuck? Why aren't they moving? I'm so confused right now. Ah, these sieges. Now they're running down towards me as well. Okay. And let's sort this out again. Now you got to line up behind these guys. And you got to be quick about it. All of the other units I think got into place pretty quickly. The chariots. No, they haven't moved. The general hasn't moved. Let's play it. Come on, guys, get into your places. Get to your places, men. This is going to be very, very hard to win. If this army hits me before I can react, well, I'm dead. Oh, never mind. They've got a really tiny, really tiny general unit, and he's charging me with it. Okay, well, that works too, I guess.
Enemy warlord shows his worth. Nothing. Any of our
Somehow he just ran straight through me. Over here we can get these general units to attack there. Get them to attack them, get the slingers back, get the chosen swordsman forwards quickly. Chosen swordsman over to the left. Kill all these equites quickly, man. Because I need to get you to retreat before you get absolutely pwned by Pila. Right, get out of there. Over on that flank we've won. We can bring the chariots around to attack in the centre here. Okay, that's all fine. We're going to charge this Hastati unit. Okay, that's broken that. That's nice. I'm going to do it to the rest of his army now. We're going to switch across and just drive across the back of his army, and that should cause the rest of his army to flee with any luck. There we go. We're slowly breaking the units as the chariots come across. This is only the first army I need to deal with. Get this late units of British chariots to get rid of the archers, and we also need to take care of the ballistas as well. Now they're fleeing through my men, so we're going to carve up these armies very, very easily. The only trouble is, because there's so many men on the field, I am going to have to scale the walls of the city to actually destroy the units. But we've done well here to take out most of the men. For every unit I destroy, more units can come onto the field for the enemy, which is what I need to do to win the battle. Okay, and with that, we've actually had one of our units routed. I've got AI controlling my secondary army. That is bad news. I swear I turned that off. Well, looks like we're going to have to scale the walls then very quickly. So let's get the chosen swordsman onto the ladders if I can. Get the chariots out of the range of the towers. That's probably a good idea. I'm going to get all my army to just line up. Stop chasing stuff. We need to capture these walls ASAP, otherwise my army is going to kill itself on the left. Bloody AI. Go on, pick up the ladders. Okay, we've got those guys on ladders. They can go and attack the walls now. Chosen swordsmen climbing ladders should be perfectly fine. These swordsmen can also go and head towards the walls. Might be worth jumping in a couple of these siege towers and using them as well. Yeah, why not? So yeah, basically this army, controlled by the AI over here, is bad news because, as you can see, the AI derps out a bit. And he walks them very, very slowly by all of these towers, right, that pepper my men with arrows. Yeah. Not what I want, and that shouldn't be happening. But because it's the derpy AI, it does happen. Right, we're going to go take that wall. This unit can go take that wall. And this unit of chosen swordsmen can go take that wall. Okay, that siege tower might have to go over there, and this ladders will have to go to the left. Okay, once we've captured everything on the walls, it will allow my AI army to get through the gates and stop killing themselves, and then we can start to deal with these armies that are coming through the streets from the reinforcements that from the other army. This is just a complete... It's just going to be so messy because this army is going to be so useless, controlled by AI. Oh well, I'm sure my swordsmen and chosen swordsmen will do me proud and capture the walls. And once we do, we can actually rain down onto the Principes in the square. But these velites are going to do a lot of damage before I even get there.
Are in place. Now there will be sword work aplenty.
Okay, these swordsmen are climbing. There's not actually many of those swordsmen left though. There's only 60 left in that unit. These swordsmen are getting absolutely peppered by the velites, which makes me think that it's probably a bad idea to use the swordsmen to put the ladders up. But then again, what can you do? There wasn't really many other units that I could have used. There's a few warband units here and there, but because I don't have access to the second army, it's just going to be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Over here, my warband are like trying to rout, but not. Chosen swordsmen are finally climbing up onto the walls. Hopefully they'll catch out these velites. And these swordsmen can start attacking these velites. Stop the velites throwing their javelins at point blank. And these swordsmen have quite high morale bonus, so they're going to be doing very, very well on the walls. Also my chosen swordsmen here are going to be doing well. And as soon as they get into this gatehouse, I will control the gates, and they will start firing down upon the Principes walking down this road, which will be very, very nice. Siege towers are to the walls. And the reason I'm putting men up on these siege towers as well is because you can also capture all of these towers. And they also come in handy. Very handy. Especially when they're killing your AI friendly army. I don't know what they're doing. Just no. Just keep attacking. I think I accidentally clicked W with this, which is withdraw. Like a bit of an idiot. Oh well. They're going to keep fighting. The Velites on the walls are now routing, but they have nowhere to run, so they will fight till the death. Fortunately, my swordsmen will be able to take care of them very easily. Same on this side now. The chosen swordsmen are going to do work. I'm going to get these warband and the chosen swordsmen up on the walls. This is going to be a very long battle. That's why I hate sieges. Just need to get into this gatehouse. I want to slaughter these units so we can get up there. Slowly carving their way. We've got our chosen swordsmen have managed to get over here with some ladders.
The siege ladders are in place. Now there will be sword work aplenty.
Okay, let's get up onto the top of this place now, quickly. There we go, we captured the gates. Now this should start firing down. No, I think it's because the gates are broken open. Never mind. Now let's start getting the men to the front now. The reason I didn't put men through the gate in the first place was because they would pour boiling oil on me, which hurts. And therefore it's not a good idea to walk through. But at least it means I can now approach the gate safely. And if I just get these men to run around the sides here, we can capture all of these towers. And they will stop firing on my own men. You can see that they're now firing on these men down here. These Principes are now taking missiles in the back from this tower that I've now captured. So yeah, that's job done there. Okay, so the ally army will now stop taking fire from these towers. Finally. We're going to keep these men running round and we'll capture all of these towers on this side. I don't want to waste these chosen swordsmen, so actually I might not do it with these men. I need like all of the guys I can get. So I'll probably tell them to come down there. And these barbarian mercenaries to come down here as well. This is going to be a very messed up fight, because I'm going to be fighting down the street against Principes. Principes do a lot of damage in hand-to-hand combat. My chosen swordsmen more or less match them, but these guys, if they throw off their pillar as well, it's not going to end well. Fortunately, the AI kind of disregards the fact that you capture towers, and that means that they'll take free damage throughout the battle. Just waiting for my men to get down from the walls though, really. Get some my swordsmen down there. We can now start marching through the front gates as well, get a presence inside. We can get these guys off the walls. We're going to use these chosen swordsmen to capture this tower. Because then this tower will start firing down onto these Principes. Whoa, okay. Taking very heavy hits. If these guys would actually run when I told them to, that would be quite nice, and then they wouldn't be taken out so easily. But we've managed to capture this tower now anyway. It's going to force these Principes to either retreat or just stand there and take hits. But looks like we may be engaging soon. So we better get these chosen swordsmen in very, very quickly. Because if these Principes start running down towards the gate, well, we're going to be in for a hard fight, that's for sure. Okay, so we're doing quite well to get all of the guys down. We've stopped my friendly AI army over here from suiciding too many of my units. The thing is with this though now, is that I'm literally capturing a city with one army, when I should have two at my command. So I get these guys to march over here. The swordsmen to line up as well. Now, these swordsmen have decided to come down in the middle of the Principes. Okay, that's one way of doing it, I guess. If they're gonna, then I may as well war cry them, because they're pretty much suiciding by doing that. Okay, well. It's a lot of Romans to kill, to be honest. We've got a couple of swordsmen just standing in the middle there. I'm just relying so much on this tower damage right now. The towers don't run out of damage, or run out of arrows, sorry. This swordsman unit should have a fun time with the support of the tower. I'm also going to run all these guys over here down to help out. Although, ouch, those Principes behind are throwing their peeler as well. Get all these guys to war cry. And this is pretty much going to be the battle. Oh, never mind, they're routing. Oh, that kind of works, I guess. There's a fully replenished Principe unit, though, coming down this road here. Oh, it's routed. Okay, charge after them, men. Kill them all. I could really do with like a unit here to run them down right now. I do have some horses, let's get them through the gates. They'll come in very, very handy for this sort of situation. But because they're fleeing, I will end up running faster than them, as you can see, and end up catching up. So we're going to slaughter a lot of these men before they can get back to the center square, which will be very, very nice. This city is absolutely huge, so they have a long way to run. There's another army of Principes here, or another unit. So we're going to probably have to target that.
The enemy warlord is dead, slain by
Killed the enemy warlord? Why are my horses over here? But they managed to kill the general though. How does that even work? So I told my horses to run into the settlement. They end up suiciding, but killing the general. That works for me, I guess.